Welcome to AYS Maths channel. In this video, I will be solving question number 10 from paper January 2022, Pearson Edexcel IAL Pure Mathematics P1. And the problem is the curve C has equation y equals to 1 over x squared minus 9. Okay, sketch the graph of C on your sketch. Show the coordinates of any points of intersection with the coordinate axis and state clearly the equation of any asymptote. 4-mark question. So if we look at the equation of a curve, that is a quadratic reciprocal graph. Okay, so this is a quadratic reciprocal graph. What is a reciprocal graph? Reciprocal graph is y equals to 1 over x, where x cannot be equals to 0. Right? So how it looks like? Let's try to understand the reciprocal graph first. So if I draw here a reciprocal graph, so the reciprocal graph is something here and here. Okay, when x is 1, y is 1. All right, so it would be somewhere here. When x is -1, y would be here. Y would be -1. So so point will lie somewhere here. So this is x and this is y. And we do, for reciprocal graph, we have an asymptote. Okay, this is x-axis and this is y-axis. Asymptote, it means that the curve touches, will never touch to the line. So it keeps going on, it will never touch to the asymptote basically. So here at this point, my asymptote is, let me draw an asymptote here. So let's draw an asymptote at this point. So here y equals to 0. So this is a horizontal asymptote and that is y equals to 0. And if I draw an asymptote, a vertical asymptote with that, and here the vertical asymptote x equals to 0. So this graph is basically a reciprocal graph. Okay, y equals to 1 over x. Right. Now I need to look at what is a quadratic reciprocal graph. Quadratic reciprocal graph is because it's a square. So when we draw a quadratic reciprocal graph, we draw and in the same way, but we draw in the first quadrant and in the second quadrant because of x squared. Let's say if x is 1, y is 1. But if x is -1, y is positive because x squared will give you y equals to 1 over x squared will give you positive answer. So y is 1. So that would be here, somewhere here. Okay, so this is a quadratic reciprocal graph, y equals to 1 over x squared. Okay, now let's go back to our equation in a question. The equation says that y equals to 1 over x squared minus 9. So you can see there is a vertical shift because it's -9 outside change. So here we have a vertical shift. Okay, it's -9. So my asymptote here is y equals to 0. Right? So when I move it down, let me draw an asymptote. So my asymptote here is y equals to 9. But when I move this asymptote to 9 units down, so 9 units down means I can just take this asymptote. Let's draw it here. Okay, so basically this asymptote I'm shifting 9 units down. So let's say -9 is somewhere here. So this, I have shifted my asymptote to -9. All right. Now I have to draw quadratic graph. So quadratic graph will go along the asymptote line here and here. Right? All right. So this is the sketch. On your sketch, show the coordinate of any point of intersection with coordinate axis. Okay. So this is x-axis, this is y-axis, and here we have x-axis. Right. Let me redraw it. Okay. Right. So I need to show the coordinates of any point of intersection. So I can see my curve is intersecting at this point and at this point. So let's find out the point of intersection. So equation is y equals to 1 over x squared minus 9. Because we're finding the x-intercept, so we need to substitute y equals to 0. So if y is 0, so the equation will be 1 over x squared equals to 9. Flip it over to get to know what is x. So this will be 1 over 9. And here x equals to positive negative 1 over 3. Take a square root of it. So it means that I have 2 points here. One is 1 over 3, 0. And another point is negative 1 over 3 and 0. So let's check it out. This point here is minus 1 over 3. And this point here is 1 over 3. Right? And we also label the equation of an asymptote, that is y equals to negative 9. Okay, next part is the curve D has equation y equals to kx squared where k is constant. Given that C meets D at 4 distinct points, find the range of possible values for k. Okay, the curve D has equation y equals to kx squared. This is a quadratic equation. It's a parabola. Okay. So we have two cases here because it is x squared and k is any constant. It means that this passes through the origin. Okay, so if it passes through the origin, so then we have two possibilities. We can say that k could be positive, and we can say that k is negative. If k is positive, so it means that my parabola will be upward. Okay, so let's check out how is the parabola if k is positive. So it passes through a region and I can draw a parabola, something like that. So we can see that if I draw a parabola upward, it touches at 2 points only, one here and another one is here. But my question says that C meets D at 4 distinct points. So it means that K is not positive. All right. It means that K is negative. Let's check it out if K is negative. If k is negative, in this case, let's check how I can draw. A parabola passes through region. I need to make a little wider so it can touch to 4 distinct points. Thing like that. Right? Passes through the region and it touches to the curve at 4 distinct points. Okay, so it means that k is negative. Okay, because a quadratic equation and quadratic reciprocal both are meets each other, so I have to solve these two equations. Y equals to kx squared and another equation is y equals to 1 over x squared minus 9. We solve these two equations simultaneously and I replace y with its value and 1 over x squared minus 9. Let's solve these two equations times this by x squared to make equivalent fraction. So kx squared equals to 1 minus 9x squared over x squared. Okay, bring it to the other side. I have here kx raised to power 4 equals to 1 minus 9x raised to power 2. Make it equals to 0. Minus 1 equals to 0. Okay, So kx raised to the power 4 plus 9x raised to the power 2 minus 1. So I can assume that x raised to the power 2 equals to any letter. I can say that, let's say it is a. Okay, so I can rewrite my equation as k a squared plus 9a minus 1 equals to 0. And I can solve this quadratic equation. Okay, and if I solve this quadratic equation, I will get here two values for a. Okay, two answers. I'll get here two answers for a. So if I get two answers for this equation, so definitely I'll get four answers for uh, for kx squared plus 9x squared minus 1, right? So this means that if ka squared plus 9a minus 1 has two solutions, okay, if this has two solutions, so this has two solutions, so when b squared minus 4ac is greater than 0 for two solutions. Okay, so I can find here um, for answer for k. So uh, a is k, b is 9, and c is -1. So 9 squared minus 4 into k into -1 is greater than 0. 81 plus 4k is greater than 0, and 4k is greater than -81, and k is greater than -81 over 4. So question says that find the range of possible values of k. Okay, so the possible values for k is when k is greater than -81 over 4, and I cannot ignore that k is less than 0. So we need to combine these two answers together, because we just showed above, we just showed here how k is less than 0. Why k is less than 0? Because uh, the curve meets at 4 distinct points. So we need to combine these two results. So k is less than 0 but greater than -81 over 4. That's it from question number 10. This is the last question from this paper. If you from paper January 2022, if you want to watch other questions, I will recommend you look at the playlist. You will find remaining questions there. I hope you found this solution helpful. If you have any questions or need further clarification, feel free to leave a comment below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to AYS Maths channel for more exam tips and math tutorials. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye.